Good evening, my friends. It's VJ Franz K. Creative Tech. The things I usually cover are music technology or maybe visual creative tools, things like that. Occasionally, a game actually becomes more than just a game. It becomes a creative tool, a creative environment. And that is definitely the case with this new PlayStation 4 game. And now it's about to go into early access, where people who are interested in this kind of thing will be able to try it out and get started with their creations. What is it exactly? It might be the most amazing thing that ever has been called a video game. It's definitely a contender for that bold title. It's not just a simple game that you play through. It includes creative tools that allow you to make your own, not just levels, but you can make your own characters, you can make your own gameplay, you can make your own music in the game. There is a music editor, which simple digital audio workstation, DAW, including a variety of instruments, their preset loops, and then you can collaborate with other people. Things they have created, levels, characters, backgrounds, because you can upload your things so other people can try them, or you can say that other people can use them and remix or include them in their projects. That will soon see a few very amazing projects appearing just by people in dreams. And I will be one of these people. It's a wonderful experiment to see this happening. I haven't bought a PlayStation 4 until now because this app appeared to be the most incredible thing that has come out on that platform. And that's saying a lot because there have been a lot of wonderful games for PlayStation over the years. Nothing is unlimited, but Dreams has a very wide range of things you can do. I have featured 4 videos from my beta experience when I tried to do things. In the upper left, I was making art, which is a lot like Tilt Brush, a little bit different. You can use the PlayStation Move wands, PlayStation VR, but you'll get a chance to do that later. In the left, below that, you can see a music window, like I was saying. Really, really impressive to see music tools this in-depth in something that is called a video game. The background music in this video, actually 3 different musical things that I did, mixed them together. You get to do EQ, effects, and other things like that. In the upper right, I was making a model with a knight, a dragon, and a castle. And then in the bottom right, something a little different. My name is VJ Franz K, and people don't always know what that means, but VJ stands for video jockey. I will sometimes be projecting videos at a techno show or an art show or something like that. These geometric things that hypnotize people or just, it's eye candy or it goes with the music. If I could make this thing, still called a video game, do the sort of geometric graphics that VJs like to use, I was not disappointed with that. I was able to do it. The videos that you'll see, the preview videos and some of the other videos that people have posted, show people doing amazing things artistically, technologically with this software, and they make it look very easy. As you know, I'm an expert in creative tech. I figured it would be quite easy for me to get my mind around Dreams, which is a simplified thing designed for all ages. Some of tomorrow's best programmers or artists might start using Dreams for one of their first things to explore that. But when I got into it, I found it surprisingly difficult. The user interface was quite different than what I was used to. The Adobe programs and Ableton Live, the controls for all of the different synthesizers and VJ programs. I had difficulty doing what I wanted to do. I was caught off guard by the difficulty of learning it, so don't expect that it's necessarily going to be super easy. Depending on what you want to do, that learning curve could be quite a large one. Be aware of that. I have learned all of these programs in the past. That might actually be something that is holding me back a bit because of preconceived methods of doing it. Someone who is brand new and is just learning this interface, they may learn it faster than I would. Something to consider. I made myself a little chart to show all of the game controller functions. When I was in the beta, I actually posted some fairly critical reviews, just because your job is not to be a yes man and say everything everyone wants to hear. Report your real experience as a user. Give them an accurate report. I'm interested to see what you guys think, my viewers. Music tutorial videos seem to be the ones that people click on the most. I hope that you will follow me some of the time into the world of VR and other things, because VR is going to be a very big thing. You can collaborate with other people, you can build together, and I have some videos on that. Build experiences. People are afraid of technology, they're afraid of robots and artificial intelligence and all of these things. We are the humans who are making these things. We have an opportunity to steer them in the right direction. We have to be careful. We have to consider morality. We can make the future a bright one, a utopian future instead of a so-called dystopian future, which most of the sci-fi movies that you watch are. Once again, I've gone far afield off into philosophy and other things, but isn't that why you like my videos? Try to cover the entire universe, not just one little app at a time, right? Back to Dreams on PlayStation 4. It's going to be great. Signing up for the early access on April 16th. Look out for that a few months later as a regular access app. Going into a beta or an early access, it's like entering a building that is still under construction. You've got to expect that some things aren't going to work, and some parts of the building aren't even built yet. Know what you're getting into before you go into that building. Use your imagination. You'll be able to imagine what an entire city will look like. The Dreams VR world will really expand and become more and more amazing because people will keep uploading their creations. And you'll be able to experience those considering a new way of doing things that is different than what you might know before. A lot of people have said the phrase, "Forget everything you know," or "Think outside the box." These are cliches. They are things that people say too often these days. Instead of using pixels or voxels to create everything, they have something called flecks. They're tiny shapes. They could be described as grains of sand, tiny bits of paint, little crystals. An object can be made of thousands and millions of flecks make up an object. Flecks also make up the sky and everything else that is around you in this world of games. This is their own style of rendering. It looks beautiful. In some cases, look like everything is painted by the hand of an artist, like Vincent van Gogh is one of my favorites. Another challenge is that the PlayStation controllers, they are designed for games, so they're not necessarily designed for these sort of creative tasks. To remember all of the different functions that are assigned to this thing, I actually made a little chart to help me remember. Stunned just at all the different meanings that the different buttons have. Remember the word button. People may not totally understand it, but the ones who do are going to treasure it. Make an imaginary world we'll be able to share with other people. That is incredible. I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And sometimes I will show you things that you're not interested in, but then after you think it over for a little while longer, something that may be worth your time. I also hope that some of you will subscribe to me on Patreon. I've just started being involved with recently. I will upload some special content that is only viewable for my patrons and other things to download that will be interesting and worth your while. I put a lot of time and thought into my videos. Thank you very much for watching. This is VJ Franz K, Creative Tech. I've been talking about Dreams, an amazing new PlayStation 4 app. It's called a game, but you can make your own virtual world. You can make a sculpture, a painting, a city. You can make a person, a robot, a creature, a car, an airplane. You could take all of these things that I've just mentioned and put them all together into an experience that is incredible. Pushes outward the boundaries of what a so-called game could actually be for your kids or other people who are still putting together their view of the world, building a new understanding. I think this could be really amazing, help their journey. Thank you for listening. VJ Franz K. This is the high-tech lifestyle, and we're living it to the fullest.